we're taking your cell phone. We have a warrant for your cell phone. I go, no, I said, my whole company, I run 5 companies off that. I don't have a computer. My hearing aids run off this. Everything runs off my phone. I said, and then I said, if I don't give it to you, will you arrest me then? And I was just, I'm going, are you kidding me? You're not getting my phone. And he shows me this arrest warrant. We're going to put it up here on a thing, or not, this phone arrest phone to arrest my phone.
A warrant for your phone.
He goes,
the election was stolen from Trump. He wanted to assist in overturning the results of the 2020 election. And as you might have gathered from that unhinged interview, the FBI apparently surrounded him at a Hardee's fast food drive-thru to basically seize his phone. And that is what he's complaining about. Now, cars pulled up in front of us, he says, to the side of us and behind us. And I said, those are either bad guys or the FBI. Well, it turns out they were the FBI. He later posted a grand jury subpoena from a federal prosecutor in Colorado and a search warrant related to a federal investigation into breached voting machines in Mesa County, Colorado. We had done some coverage on that. And the warrant requests all records of information on the Lindell cell phone that constitute fruits, evidence, or instrumentalities of violations relating to identity theft, intentional damage to a protected computer, and conspiracy to commit the previous 2 crimes. The warrant cites violations involving Tina Peters, Conan James Hayes, Belinda Kinsley, Sandra Brown, Sharona Bishop, Michael Lindell, and or Douglas Frank, among other co-conspirators known and unknown to the government. And by the way, the Denver FBI office did in fact confirm that they seized Mike Lindell's phone, which I would be shocked if Lindell didn't expect it to happen, but it is Mike Lindell. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being too generous to his ability to engage in critical thinking. I don't know. John, what do you think?
Yeah, I was talking this morning and I really don't know what to think of it. Comparing the reaction of Mike Lindell, assuming that everything is as he says it is, and obviously we've gotten some information, but not a ton of information from law enforcement. He's like, he went on every show, basically his own show. He did interviews on other shows to talk about it and how much of a victim he is and how willing he was to be hauled in. They love talking about how strong they are, how much you're not going to get my phone. Here it is. Steve Bannon, you left to kill me. Where do I go? I surrender right here. Okay. Why do they make these claims? Or if they're going to make the claims and then immediately backtrack on them, why don't any of the viewers think, well, but didn't you say you were going to die? I was like I made popcorn. I was going to watch that and then you ruined it. But anyway, there's no accountability, so they could do whatever they want. Whereas Stephen Miller, he was asked a couple of times by Laura Ingraham whether his phone had been seized, and he refused to answer the question, despite being presented an amazing opportunity to make himself out to be a big victim who the deep state is targeting. It's a very different response. The issue, of course, is that Stephen Miller, while being, like thoroughly evil and all that, he's also at least somewhat savvy, somewhat slick. Mike Lindell is an absolute maniac. So I don't know, maybe he should keep his cards, closer to the chest, but he's not. The thing is, any one of them could have important information on their phone. Them, people like Sean Hannity, Roger Stone. We need access to that stuff. The issue, though, is seizing Mike Lindell's phone now. It feels to me like going looking for the documents after your year and a half. You might find something if they were so lazy that they didn't cover their tracks with so much time being provided. But there was all the time in the world for Mike Lindell to get rid of his text messages, get rid of his emails, whatever.
No, you're exactly right about that. But that's why I say it would be shocking if you didn't expect at some point authorities to either do a raid of your home or to seize your technology. If you are engaging in attempts to overturn the results of our democratic process in electing a president, right? But that's the thing, John. We also have to remember we don't have that entitlement mentality. So if I ever did something that I knew was against the law, I broke the law, I engaged in some sort of criminality, I'd be terrified that I'm going to get caught, right? Like you and I would have probably erase our phones or whatever it is, right? I mean, we would never engage in the criminality.
I'm going to do it right now just in case. Like, give me a sec.
But anyone with two brain cells to rub together would know, all right, well, I committed a crime. Now it's time to cover my tracks. Remember, we're talking about entitled individuals who think they're above the law. That's Mike Lindell. Yeah. That's MAGA. So,
yeah.